Hisna
And Beth.
Beth. We didn't make a PowerPoint because we want to do something completely different. Because I thought about like everyone was making it, and I'm like, this is really comic. So we made a booklet. So you're gonna flip it over. We're gonna make you go through it. I'm gonna talk about the posters, loyalty card, and all that. She will talk you through the social media because that's what her part was. So I'll give you the booklet. We're just going to stand and so you know that we...
Cut the chairs over?
No, it's alright. Yeah. Okay. That's the first poster we made, the final one. That is for the public. So we're going to put it outside college, like town, or make a small leaflet and give it to everyone so they know about like, the new graduate salon we have in it. So that was the final one. So I put it as the main cover.
Okay.
Okay. That's the... I made it twice, but it wasn't coming out proper. So that's the third one I made as a graduate student, as a front cover, so you can tell what it's about. Alright, I made a brainstorm, what we're going to do, because when we got our quotes with, I was so confused what we're doing. So I made a brainstorm. So we thought about we're going to go social media, Facebook, Instagram. But the next thing we did on Facebook, because everyone was making Facebook, we said why not make a Facebook group for the student to target them in a Facebook group and target public in a Facebook page. So make them separate. So it's easy for us to promote, update status but according to them so they get it. And then we made an Instagram just to put pictures up before and after, the actual salon pictures and all that. So that's what her part, she'll go through how she did it. And then we did research. So I researched Instagram. I made a storyboard. We didn't make a video because everyone was making it. I was like, I want to do completely different, not common, because when you keep on constant. We made a Facebook, that's her part, and we went to town. We collected some leaflets. We checked it at the back and the front how they make it. Someone was really big, someone was pretty small, and we made one for our one. And the one online, I went online as well to get better ideas of how they make posters. So that's the research we did. That's the research thing. So I went to Topshop, the Instagram, because it's really popular. I went to a boot shop and then that. I collected these from online because I liked it most because of that picture. We have a common picture in Francesco and all that. That is the making of everything. So we Facebook says, I made a business card, loyalty card, post an appointment, and Instagram and storyboard. So that's all. When you flip it over, you can get everything how we made it. So publisher, Word document, PowerPoint, online, we made a lot of things. That's that. Alright. That is, it was a website, it gives you the budget of a card you make it. So 100 card was for £20. But if you want to make a bigger one, it was more than that. But when I went to the cheapest one, it was around £5, I think, 400, something like that. So we're working according to budget, we're not like spending too much. I made them two first, these two, an appointment card. When I went through the meeting, I found out that they want the Francesco logo there, the college one and the Bella. So after that, I made them two.
Which has
The appointment card was from changed to that one there. Then that two was changed into that, and then I changed it to that two. But then I checked, oh, I didn't like it because the problem was you could hardly see the logo, so you can't read it properly. And then I was keep on changing it, and then I went to the storyboard. So in the storyboard, we didn't make it. It's me and Beth. First we're gonna start, I give 1 minute introduction what it's about. And then we're gonna go to salon, get like most of the time year 1 student, because they don't trust them, so we're just gonna get 1 year student. And that's that, because I already took a picture of this.
yeah.
That's her hair. And then after that, the colleague's gonna work on it. And then I'm going to have a camera, I'll still be talking through them. So now walk around and get another person in, that's the 3. And then in the end, they will have their hair done, and then we tell them how actually a year 1 student, and that was actually a year 1 student doing someone else's hair. So that was the storyboard. We didn't make it because it was like common thing. Alright, that's her partner.
Yeah, so I made a Facebook, and these are the screenshots. So on my Facebook page, I put models from the Francesco group and their types of hair and everything. And as well, I put some students. Went to the salon a few weeks ago and took pictures of year 1s making the hair. Because we wanted to make them feel like, you know, just because they're year ones, they can do your hair, you can trust them, because anyone from the public will be like, okay, students are doing my hair, I want a professional, and they're actually learning how to make the hair, so they can trust them and they can do a good job. So I made the page for the public. Then the group, I invited some of my friends. We're not doing business, right? They're in college, so I invited them to the group, and then I kept updating status, like, you know, what this is going on or whatever in the salon, so they can just like pop around and just know what's happening there. So that's my Facebook, and then I made Instagram. I put pictures of the Francesco models themselves with the hair, and also other students doing the hair, and before and after shots, so that, you know, they can just have a look and see how the salon is actually operating in the college.
These are the actual card we made it as a finalized, because the problem was when we went there, we checked the leaflet, it was black and white, so I can't make it colourful, it's going to be like a bit like girly and all that. So I've changed it from the girly one to black and white there. That's going to be the front, it's going to be the back. That is for the public, so when we give it in, so they know where we are, it's like they don't get confused. The second was appointment card to keep reminding when the next appointment is, or we might just text them, yeah, the appointment is coming in that time. And that's the loyalty card. I made a loyalty card for both, targeted away. 50% is going to be for the public, and 20% is going to be for the students and staff. For example, if I'm going in, I'm going to recommend it to her, she's going to have 20% off. That idea was actually not mine, but we got it from them because that's offer what they do. And the 50% was like when you're 6 years, you can have 50% off. So the public can keep coming in. It's like, I don't want to give like 20 or 30% because the budget is not that big. So that was the loyalty card. Okay, that's the leaflet we made. It didn't came out nice because the printer wasn't working. So that's going to be the front. When you back it over, it's year 1, year 2, and year 3. Because when I saw their one, they put year 1, 2, and 3, and then the price was down. It was like not good. So I'll be like, I'll do a different thing and separate them, so they can compare the prices and which one they want to go to. They're not gonna say, oh, I don't want to go to year 1. That's it. So they're not gonna look at the second thing. That was the second. That was the leaflet we got it from there as an idea, so we can use it. These are the posters. So that was the coming soon one, which you're gonna put it down there. Or some in town, or some just give it out. That's the second one we made, and the final one was that, because it actually goes with the loyalty card and the cards we made it. That is the research we did, so it's going to be all there. Alright, that is the loyalty card we actually made and printed out. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
And we got a small version as well.
For your
It's a
wallet.
pocket one. We did a pocket one, it wasn't coming out, but we made a big
And we have the Oxford City College, the logo in it.
So whenever you come, you're going to have a stamp on it. Or someone's going to sign it for you, whoever is your stylish and all that. When you flip it over, you get the cards down there. So that's the appointment card, and that's what we made.
Yeah. That's it.
And that is the last poster, and then there's one more down there. And that's the last bit. That's what we did so far in 2 weeks.
I'm not often speechless, as you know. I think the first time in my career, and that's 25 years, I am speechless. I'm absolutely, I knew you were on fire, you two. I knew you were on fire because I knew what you were sharing.
I did that last night. When I finished work at 10 o'clock, as soon as I went home, I started doing it till 6 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even sleep the whole time. I had to do it.
Wow.
Because I had to do it, because I saw everyone, Vicky, that all my group was doing PowerPoint, and I was like, that's not good. I don't want to do it. It's going to be like, for you guys, it's going to be so constant doing it, looking at the same screen. I was like, let's just do something different, like give you a big surprise.
And it was absolutely, we really were encouraging
Amazing,
people to do this, and to have the storybooking as you know, when we talked about this, is that, you know, we've had some good examples of it, but this is stunning because it's storybooking. It's the whole, you know, you've got here already fantastic business standard evidence for potential employers in university that will be bowled over. Because, you know, it's interesting because we have a few graduates that, you know, that have gone on to do fashion and design and this sort of areas from business studies. But I mean, that is just stunning because so much business is about creativity, and this is totally related to the business area that you were looking at. And yeah, I know our corridor discussions, I knew there was massive enthusiasm going on there, which was really, really great, and I was a bit frustrated because I knew I couldn't always stop to get the lowdown because I was looking forward to, selfishly to see, but amazing. I mean, it's incredible, but I think you are the last, talk about, last but no means least, absolutely stunning. You've done a really, really good job. You clearly were working on it to put it together. But I'll also do they go away safely. Yeah, we'll take this into safe custody. I will arm guards on this. Yeah, we'll go in a specially sealed document case, because that is just amazing. Yeah, I mean, you took the brief, you've been creative, you've displayed all those kind of things that you would see on all those kind of apprentice, programs at the end of the day, because you put together something that is professional. I work with a lot of media and agencies, particularly training people, Charlie Institute of Marketing, and I can tell you, any of those would be really, really impressed with that, seriously. Because it's the thought, the professionalism, and then enthusiasm as well. I mean, that's the other great thing, is we've seen that with a lot of groups this morning, but the enthusiasm is something that's not as easy to have inside one, and you guys clearly had that, and you've used it as a fantastic opportunity to demonstrate fantastic stuff for your portfolio, because down the line when you're finishing the programme, this is going to be part of your portfolio.
They thought it's a pass and we just get on to it, but I don't want to do it like that. If
No.
it's a pass, we still have to put effort in.
No. Well, the other good news on that fact, and I won't, because it probably might very well be next week, but I'll try and give some basic feedback to people, that there are some high grades to do with the rationale of your campaign, and you clearly clinched those, you clearly got those. But you are quite right. The fact, we have an approach now of having passes, and then we only then move on to the high grades, we don't know where they come then de-mixture pays. But you clearly demonstrate that right now, in what you've put there, because we have merits which deal with the rationale of the campaign, and you've gone through that and very lucidly explained it. So well done. That is absolutely outstanding. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this under armed guard now, because this I know is an extremely valued document for you guys, absolutely. And it will only leave the building in a sealed container. Really, really, really good. And well done. I just know there's so much stuff that's gone into that, because I know when I've been talking to you guys. And I'm glad, because it's, although it's assessing, I know it fired you up. You were learning so much, weren't you, from doing this? I think that's how they're really.
We are so into marketing, like finance.
Yeah, and you've applied what we've all done in this thing. That's the exciting thing, really, because inside there is all the stuff that you